Stop right there. If you've been doing endless crunches, starving yourself, or falling for belly fat myths that promise quick fixes, what I'm about to share will completely transform your approach. The truth about losing stubborn belly fat has been buried under mountains of misinformation, but science has finally given us clear, actionable answers. In the next several minutes, I'm going to walk you through an evidence-based protocol that targets the most dangerous and stubborn fat on your body. No expensive supplements, no dangerous shortcuts, no gimmicks. Just pure scientific research that delivers measurable results. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete understanding of how your body actually burns belly fat, and you'll walk away with a practical, step-by-step plan you can start implementing immediately. This information that works, and it's backed by peer-reviewed research. Before we dive into solutions, you need to understand exactly what you're dealing with, because not all belly fat is created equal. Your abdominal fat exists in two completely different forms, and this distinction is absolutely critical to your success. The first type is subcutaneous fat, which sits directly beneath your skin in the superficial layers. This is the fat you can physically pinch between your fingers when you grab your stomach. The second type is far more concerning from a health perspective. Visceral fat wraps itself around your internal organs deep inside your abdominal cavity, surrounding your liver, intestines, and other vital organs. This visceral fat isn't just cosmetically undesirable, it's metabolically dangerous. Multiple peer-reviewed studies and research published in prestigious medical journals confirm that visceral fat is strongly associated with serious health conditions, including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, stroke, and metabolic syndrome. Here's the good news that changes everything. Visceral fat, despite being more dangerous to your health, is actually more metabolically active than subcutaneous fat does. This means it responds faster and more readily to the right interventions. Studies examining body fat distribution have consistently shown that visceral adipose tissue is more sensitive to lipolysis, the fat-burning process, and responds more quickly to hormonal signals than subcutaneous fat does. The implications are powerful and encouraging. When you implement the correct strategies that I'm about to share, visceral fat breaks down more readily. Your body can mobilize and burn this dangerous fat more efficiently than the pinchable subcutaneous fat under your skin. This is precisely why a targeted, science-based approach is so remarkably effective. You're not just working harder with random exercises and restrictive diets, you're working smarter by understanding the metabolic differences between fat types and strategically leveraging those differences to your advantage. Before we continue, if you're finding value here and you're serious about transforming your health, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to our channel because we're building a community that rejects quick fixes and embraces science. Drop your country or city in the comments. Are you in New York, Mumbai, London? I love seeing how far this message reaches. Let's talk nutrition. The first principle is non-negotiable. You must be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. This is basic thermodynamics. However, the size of that deficit matters tremendously. Aim for 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance level. Research shows that moderate deficits optimize fat loss while preserving metabolic health. Extreme calorie restriction causes three problems. Your metabolic rate crashes, you lose muscle mass, and hormonal adaptations make continued fat loss difficult. Your body interprets severe restriction as starvation and activates survival mechanisms to preserve energy stores. The second nutritional pillar is protein intake. Target 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. Protein serves three essential functions. First, protein has the highest thermic effect, requiring 20 to 30% of its calories just for digestion, compared to only 5 to 10% for carbs and 0 to 3% for fats. Your body burns calories processing protein. Second, protein provides superior satiety, reducing hunger and increasing fullness. Third, adequate protein preserves lean muscle during weight loss. Best sources include chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, and lean beef. Now let's address sugar and refined carbohydrates. When you consume these, blood glucose spikes rapidly. Your pancreas secretes insulin, and elevated insulin directly signals fat storage. Research shows abdominal tissue has high insulin receptor concentration. Chronic refined carb consumption leads to insulin resistance, creating a vicious cycle. Replace refined carbs with complex carbohydrates like oats, sweet potatoes, quinoa, and brown rice for sustained energy without dramatic insulin spikes. Let me address a damaging myth. Dietary fat does not make you fat. Healthy fats are essential for fat loss. Research shows that fats from avocados, nuts, olive oil, and fatty fish help balance hormones that regulate metabolism and fat storage. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation, which research links directly to visceral fat accumulation. Healthy fats improve vitamin absorption and provide sustained energy without blood sugar fluctuations. Now, hydration. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed that drinking 500 milliliters of water increased metabolic rate by 30% in both men and women. This effect began within 10 minutes and peaked after 30 to 40 minutes. The mechanism involves thermogenesis. Your body expends energy warming water to body temperature. Adequate hydration also helps flush excess sodium, reducing bloating. Water plays a crucial role in lipolysis, breaking down stored fat. Aim for 8 glasses daily, and drink water before meals to enhance satiety. Let's discuss exercise protocols. First is high-intensity interval training. Research in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found HIIT burns 25 to 30% more calories than steady-state cardio. The real advantage is excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Your metabolism stays elevated for up to 24 hours after training, burning calories while you rest. Your HIIT protocol. Select exercises like sprinting, burpees, jump squats, or cycling. Perform 30 seconds at maximum effort, 90 to 95% capacity. Follow with 60 seconds active recovery at easy pace. Repeat for 15 to 20 minutes total. Do this 3 times weekly, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This frequency provides optimal stimulus while allowing recovery. Recovery is essential. Your body needs time to adapt. Overtraining increases cortisol, promoting abdominal fat storage. 3 properly executed HIIT sessions weekly with adequate recovery deliver far better results than 5 or 6 sessions that leave you overtrained. Resistance training is non-negotiable for sustainable fat loss. Building muscle is essential because muscle tissue burns calories at rest. Research shows individuals with greater muscle mass have higher resting metabolic rates. Focus on compound movements, engaging multiple large muscle groups: squats, deadlifts, push-ups, rows, and lunges. Compound movements create greater metabolic demand and burn more calories. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions per exercise. Train Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, allowing 48 hours between sessions working the same muscles. Core strengthening deserves attention, though not for spot reduction. Crunches alone won't give visible abs. You cannot spot reduce fat. However, strengthening core improves posture and creates a tighter appearance as you lose fat. Dedicate 10 minutes daily to planks, dead bugs, mountain climbers, and bicycle crunches. Finally, walking is an underrated fat loss tool. Aim for 8,000 to 10,000 steps daily. Walking burns fat without creating stress or interfering with recovery. Here's a perspective shift. You don't burn fat during workouts. Fat burning happens during recovery. Your training creates the stimulus, but fat oxidation occurs during rest. This makes recovery as important as training and nutrition. Sleep is a powerful fat loss tool. A Mayo Clinic study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found sleep restriction led to 11% increase in visceral abdominal fat compared to adequate sleep. Sleep deprivation elevates cortisol, promoting abdominal fat storage. It also disrupts hunger hormones, increasing ghrelin while decreasing leptin. This makes you hungrier and less satisfied. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep nightly. Stress management is equally critical. Chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated, creating the same fat storage environment. Studies show strong correlations between chronic stress and visceral fat. Just 10 minutes daily of deep breathing, meditation, or yoga makes measurable differences in cortisol levels. You cannot out-train or out-diet chronic stress.
Let me save you from mistakes that sabotage fat loss efforts. First, believing in spot reduction. You cannot target belly fat with abdominal exercises. Fat loss occurs systemically throughout your body based on genetics and hormones. You need full body workouts with proper nutrition. Abs are revealed in the kitchen, built in the gym. Extreme calorie restriction is catastrophic. Eating only 1,000 calories daily destroys metabolic health. Research shows dramatic reductions in metabolic rate with very low-calorie diets. When you return to normal eating, you'll regain everything, plus more. Liquid calories are silent saboteurs. Your daily latte, soda, or juice adds hundreds of calories your brain doesn't register like solid food. Stick to water, black coffee, or unsweetened tea. Overtraining is common among motivated individuals. Your body needs rest to adapt and burn fat. Overtraining chronically elevates cortisol, interfering with belly fat loss. Finally, inconsistency is the biggest mistake. You cannot follow this for 3 days and expect transformation. Commit to 14 days. Here's your exact blueprint. Repeat this for both weeks. Monday, HIIT workout, 10 minutes core, 10,000 steps. Tuesday, lower body resistance training, core, steps. Wednesday, HIIT, core, steps. Thursday, upper body resistance training, core, steps. Friday, HIIT, core, steps. Saturday, full body resistance training, core, steps. Sunday, active recovery with 30-minute walk and light stretching. Every day, hit these non-negotiables. Consume your protein target of 0.8 to 1 gram per pound. Maintain your 300 to 500 calorie deficit. Drink 8 glasses of water and get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. These daily fundamentals make the system work. Perfect workouts without proper nutrition, hydration, and recovery won't deliver results. The magic isn't in one component, but in the complete system working synergistically. Each element enhances the others. This is why piecemeal approaches fail while comprehensive protocols deliver transformation. There you have it, your complete science-based protocol for losing belly fat in 14 days. This works, but only if you implement it. Knowledge without action is entertainment. Take action now. Screenshot this plan, write your start date, commit to the full 14 days. If this video was helpful, kindly type yes in the comments. That motivates us to produce more content like this. Hit that like button to help this reach more people who need evidence-based information. Share this with someone struggling with belly fat. Send it to your workout partner, friend, or family member. Subscribe so you never miss our science-backed content. We're committed to bringing you research-based strategies that deliver results. No hype, just science. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest challenge with losing belly fat? Diet control? Exercise time? Sleep? Stress? I read every comment, and your questions inform our content. Thank you for investing time in your health. Now stop watching and start doing. Implementation is everything. I'll see you in the next video. Let's get after it.